Happy Valentine's Day, Libra. Welcome to your February 2022 astrological forecast. The planets that are in Aquarius right now make a really nice aspect to your planets in Libra, a trine, okay, a 120-degree angle that brings a lot of pleasant things to your life right now. Makes things a little bit easier where you have Aquarius in your chart, okay, which is your fifth house of fun and romance and gambling and speculation, any kind of creativity, any form of amusement, games and sports and parties and stuff like that, okay? So you have Saturn here right now, okay? And I've mentioned before, sometimes that puts a real damper on these very things. Even though Jupiter was just here and did kind of open up your world a little bit and made it a little bit more interesting, more opportunities to do these very things I just mentioned. But now that Jupiter has moved away and all that is here is Saturn, you're feeling like maybe a little bit even bored with what it is that you normally do for fun. You know, you don't feel like having fun anymore. Not that kind of fun anyway. You want something different. You're tired of going to the same places with the same people. Tired of feeling obligated to attend a party or parties just because one of your friends is throwing one. It doesn't matter if they're dull, right? You don't want to go, but you have to, right? Anyways, having the sun here, though, kind of changes all that, okay? There's a new moon here on the 1st, okay, in your fifth house, so the new moon brings new beginnings. So that could be something in regards to like even your outlook. Maybe you're looking for some new form of entertainment. Maybe you want to start on a different creative project other than the one that you've been working on. That having Saturn here does give you the ability to work long hours on something that may be kind of like drudgery or boring or something like that. But your attention to detail is like extremely good, okay, if you are in the middle of something that's creative. But if not, you know, you just want to get out there and do stuff, okay? Now Mercury was already in Aquarius, right? And it retrograded back into Capricorn, into your fourth house where you have the sign of Capricorn. So at the beginning of the month, it is still in Capricorn, but turns direct on the 3rd and moves into Aquarius again on Valentine's Day. So I'd have to say, you know, this is happening in your fifth house of romance. Maybe, you know, you if you're not involved with someone right now, maybe you would like to be. You know, maybe you're in the mood to meet somebody new. Meet somebody more down to earth, possibly, or someone more stable, you know, that you see, they represent you stability in some way or other, okay? Now, there's also a full moon this month on the 16th in the sign of Leo, and where you have Leo in your chart is your 11th house of your friends and associates, where you go to normally hang out. It's social media. It's any kind of organization that you belong to. So I would have to say that maybe something could possibly happen among your group of friends around this full moon. You have to keep in mind that it's on the 16th, which is just 2 days after Valentine's Day. So your friends may have something to say, you know, a thing or two about your romantic love life. If you're seeing someone, they could be putting in their 2 cents about them, even if you don't want to hear it. If you're not seeing someone, they could try to fix you up with somebody at this time. And it's like a horrendously bad idea or something, whoever it is that they want you to meet, because you just thought, you know, you may even be surprised at their choice for you. Okay, so just keep that in mind. It's not like a very big deal. The full moon is happening, like I said, in your 11th house of friends, so something could just be going on with them. You know, even something so small as like a disagreement among them and you, or at least one of them, okay? But you know, back to your fourth house, okay, with Mercury being here at the beginning of the month, okay, along with Mars that moved here on January 24th and will be here till next month. Venus is still here. Okay, it'll be here till the beginning of March, and Pluto has been here for like a really long time already. So your fourth house is your family life, your home life, where you physically live and the people you live with, or even if you live by yourself, whatever. It's also your past and your childhood. You know, it's like your personal life, more or less. Okay, so having Mercury here going direct means that, you know, you are possibly making some changes or whatever in your personal life or in your home life. Having Mars here makes you want to do big sweeping changes physically to wherever it is that you live. You know, you could even be, I don't want to say moving, I don't think you'd be moving just yet, but you could be adding on a room or breaking down a wall to make a room be like larger, like big changes, physical changes to your home, wherever it is that you live, okay? It just gives you, Mars gives you an awful lot of energy, you know. Maybe you are, I don't know, putting together furniture even, or antiquing furniture, or something that I would have to say is a little bit creative in a way, you know, but you want to do some things with your home or with the people you live with, something in your personal life or something with your family. Okay, with Mercury here, you could also hear more from your family at this time, or you could be hearing about, in a way, there could be a discussion somewhere along the way about your childhood, and you could be learning something new at this time that you weren't aware of. You know, it's not like it's a big deal. It's just something you didn't know possibly about yourself or your family. So back to, okay, now the Sun moves into Pisces on the 18th. Where you have Pisces in your chart is your sixth house, and Jupiter just moved here. Okay, Jupiter left your fifth house of romance and fun and children and everything, so it was acting as like a buffer, traveling along with Saturn. You weren't getting the full effect of just having Saturn here, but now you are. So Jupiter left your fifth house, went into your sixth house of health. Okay, so if you were having health concerns even, you know, you should always get that checked out, but, you know, having Jupiter here does help you to find a solution to a health problem, or maybe even just brings you better health, period. But it's usually because you're doing something to ensure that, okay? But also having Jupiter here, though, sometimes you have a tendency to gain weight, okay? So you're expanding, literally, okay? But having Jupiter in your sixth house is an expansion in work, okay? Sixth house is the kind of work that you do, the workplace, your co-workers, your work schedule. Okay, so it's also the house of service. But I would have to say, you know, Neptune is also here at this time. I just have to mention this, okay? Because these two planets, Neptune and Jupiter, traveling together. I did do a video on Jupiter in Pisces, and I did take into consideration that Neptune is already there. So you might want to listen to that, but a lot of times this brings about an awful lot of selflessness. And this being the house of service means that, you know, you could be giving up your time or a lot of things, even room in your home for someone, to take care of someone or to help someone in some way or other. So you have to make sure that if anyone tries to get you to like engage in some kind of an arrangement for help, you know, they need help, and usually in the sixth house it's a 50-50 thing where you both you know, benefit. You do something for them and they do something for you. Okay, if you don't want it to be a long-term thing, you should be very explicit about that right up front. If it's a one-time thing, maybe it isn't so bad, right? But if somebody expects you to keep this up all the time, might not be such a good idea, okay? As far as the workplace goes, a lot of times Jupiter here means a new employee coming into the workplace, or a new boss, or new something, but it's usually a person that makes your job a little bit easier. They're just better all around. They're a breath of fresh air compared to maybe the people that you work with that may be always like having their nose in your business and everybody else's. You know, very hard to work with people. And this person could become a friend. You could make a friend of a coworker right now. And if you have a new boss coming in, they're a lot easier to get along with. Like I said, a breath of fresh air or something like that. Okay, so the best time to do something each month is when the moon is in your own sign, and the moon is in Libra on the 19th and 20th. And the best time to lay low is when the moon is in your opposite sign, and your opposite sign is Aries, and those dates are the 4th, 5th, and 6th. The best time for romance, recreation, creativity, fun, any kind of speculation or gambling, and anything to do with children is the 14th, 15th, 16th, 1st, and 27th. Sorry, they're out of order. Okay, the best time for money is the 6th, 7th, 8th, 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. The best time for your career is the 11th, 12th, and 13th. And the best time for communication and travel is the 9th, 10th, 11th, 23rd, 24th, and 25th. So happy Valentine's Day again. I'd like to thank my subscribers for your continued support. And if you're new to my channel and you like this video, please like and share, and don't forget to subscribe. Also check out links below in my description box regarding chart information. Excuse me. And check out my weekly forecasts. Okay, so I will see you next week. Goodbye.